don't take cash.
Okay. 1 second.
Sorry, we don't take card either.
I'm sorry? What am I supposed to use?
Can you step to the side so you can figure this out?
Can I speak to your manager? No. Excuse me. Do you guys take checks?
We don't need it.
I have the money.
We don't need it.
Okay, what the hell is that? When was that implemented? I don't have that.
Sorry. But we're cashless now. I had to implement the new system just to stay in business.
It's okay, Mom. We don't need it. Let's just go.
I hope you understand.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3. Slakia. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And before I get started, I want to give all praises to Abanawi Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. All right. To those of you, Lord willing, to those of us that is already predestined to overcome because of the said or the prescribed victory. All right. As you read in verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly. And when that MOTB comes around, as quickly as things are already taking place as it is, when that MOTB is mandated, things are going to pick up even quicker. Because that's how bad it's going to be. You know, that's how bad things, the environment is going to be on the earth. That the Lord is really going to have to speed things up to get his elect out of here. It says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So you see, prescribed victory. All right, the elect already have the crown. It's already been fronted to us. We just have to fight and hold on to it. All right. Because here it is. You know, the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah is working throughout the earth. You know, there's a lot of things going on, you know, too much to keep up with. As the scriptures say, the work is plenteous, but the labors are few, roughly paraphrasing. So there's so much going on. As always, it's hard to keep up. But here it is. You got a lot of these Israelites. They want to do debates. They want to get on these podcasts with these senseless debates. You know, a lot of these jakes, they're just settled on their lees, you know, saying that there's not going to be no Jacob's trouble. All right, teach them what the MOTB is, everything but what it is, which is that insertable device is going to be implanted under the skin. All right. You see, man, and coming to a city / street near all of us, as I just read, this is going to be a trying time that's going to come upon all the world, not just America, all right, but all the world, because the top wicked at least, they have a plan to hip everyone, all right, you know, and that's going to give them that God-like power, all right, but as the scriptures say, just when he fills his belly, you know, the Lord's basically going to shit on his parade. He's going to rain on his parade, cancel his subscription. All right. Because it's really the Most High hip, as the Apostle Paul always says, you know. But nevertheless, you know, this is coming soon. Lord willing, sooner than soon. You know, And as I always say, America is one not so major event away from all hell breaking loose, because one thing is going to lead to another thing. That thing is going to lead to another thing. All right. And that thing is going to lead to eventually the MOTB being mandated. All right. To where one day we're all going to wake up. And this is already happening in other places. Hell, it's through the process of gradualism. It's already happening in certain states in America. You know, where people are basically able to pay with their palms. You know, just goes to show you, man, we're dangerously close. You know, and you see, because it mentioned this being the hour of temptation. Why is that? Because for anyone that takes this MOTB, this insertable device, all right, you're simply not going to make it. All right. So again, that's why it's called the hour of temptation, because this is going to be a very extremely trying time. All right. In which, that being said, going to it in Revelation 13. And again, for these simple Israelites that can't get the memo, because here it is. As much as we get on these fake, phony Christians, even they can see where all the signs are leading to. Even they can see and recognize what the MOTB is. So how come these simple Israelites can't see it? You know? But Revelation 13 and start at 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which you have power to do in the sight of the beast. And we've been seeing this little by little over the years, right? From monkeys being able to play video games just out of pure thought, you know. All type of miracles are being performed. All right. And we can see that's how Esau, that's a part of how he's going to present this thing. All right. Because when you read up in this chapter, it goes into, I just read it actually. It said, and it seepeth them that dwell on the earth. So you see, because again, it's going to be a thing that's going to be presented to the world, not just America, but the world. All right. There's coming a great deception, even to the point where, just speaking as a man, even certain brothers are going to be like, damn, but that's why, like I read Revelation 3 and 10, the Lord's going to keep us. He's going to have a certain spirit on us to be able to resist. Because if not so, then even the elect will be deceived. Even the elect will be taken. So that's how bad it's going to be. All right. That's how much deception is going to be. Even some of the elect are going to be like, damn, performing miracles, doing all type of things. You see, it said, which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the womb by its word and did live. Going into this system. All right. Which again, a lot of these Israelite groups break down completely wrong. All right. Matter of fact, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So in a literal sense, all right, physical sense and a spiritual sense. All right. Some are going to be physically killed. And I'm talking about the elect. All right. Because the elect, under no circumstances, are going to take this MOTB. You know, now we're all going to be tried. Every man, woman, and child will be tried. All right. You know, because, hey, you go on days without food, you know, what are you going to do? You know, at the point of starvation, what are you going to do? You know, for a lot of people, for a lot of these so-called men, right, going days without eating. And here it is, your woman's tripping, you know, your kids are at the point of death, right? And, you know, you're not rooted in your how about Shemal Shai, hey, you're going to fold, man. You know, well, I got to eat. Well, who's to say that the Lord can't provide? You know, who's to say that the Lord can't do? You see, in order to continue to partake in society, because that's what, when it mentions those that don't want to worship this image or this system being killed, like I said, some are literally going to be killed, but some, if you don't take this C-hip, you're going to be X'd out of society. You won't be able to buy and sell. You won't be able to get groceries, get food. You won't be a functioning member in society. You're going to have to sort of say live off grid. And a lot of people aren't built for that. You know, they're not ready for this system to collapse. They're not ready for this new way of living that's getting ready to take place. You know, that this new way of living that's getting ready to you know, befall us all. Right? As a 2020, 2021 being a precursor, 2022, when things were shut down, right? And things opened up, all of a sudden, we saw with these towers, right? In a sense, we saw a new way of living with these QR codes, scan codes, and so on and so forth. Again, it's a thing of gradualism. You see? So who's to say when the lights go back off again, and when they come back on, there's going to be this new, just this new way of living. Because again, 2020, 2021, hell, 2020 showed you overnight how things could change. You know, overnight, you know, showed you how things could change, man, how quickly things could change, just like that. So who's to say when it's the real deal and the lights go out, grid goes down, however they play it out. And when the grid comes back up, because it makes sense, you know, the lights, you know, in order to have this functioning system, this new system, which again, it is this image of the beast is going into the system. In order for this new system to be functioning, up and functioning, there has to be some form of electricity, you know, some form of power, right? So who's to say when they shut things back down and they cut them back on again, open things back up again like they did before, you know, who's to say there won't be just this new way of buying and selling, as it tells you in verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on the right hand or in their foreheads. And we've seen this again back in 2020, 2021. They were scanning everyone, right? You know, again, man, all a precursor. You know, there was a limit to you know, the amount of items that you can buy for certain supplies. You know, all precursors, right? Because here it is. Like I said, one thing is going to lead to another thing, and that thing is going to lead to another thing, and that thing is eventually going to lead to the MOTB. All right. You know, because, you know, with these terrorists and this whole campaign of Trump making America great again, starting with these terrorists that's supposed to be taking place February 4th, it's just going to cause further inflation, which will in turn turn to hyperinflation. All right. You know, these people, they're about to go mad, you know. And not only that, not only are you going to, people are going to be paying for hyperinflated supplies, but there's going to be few supplies to give out. You know, like, again, going back to what we've seen in 2020, rationings. That's the word. All right. Food rationings, supply rationings. Right. Let me grab this real quick. Because with these tariffs, man, you know, hey, like I said, it's going to lead to more inflation, which will in turn lead to hyperinflation. Right. It's about to get more uncomfortable. Leviticus 26 and 26. And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and you shall eat and not be satisfied. So you see, it's not going to be enough. All right. It's not going to be enough. But we're already seeing this as it is, you know, especially these women crying out, you know, getting evicted, people moving back in with their parents. All right. You know, people, you know, getting roommates. It's just getting more and more impossible to live. The price of everything is going up, you know, and this shit is just getting more. It's becoming more and more unsustainable, you know. So prepare to see that food rationings, right? And you'll be lucky, you know, when that time comes of the MOTB being mandated. You know, there's 800 people in a line waiting on a bag of rice, right? 800 people in a line waiting on a bag of rice, but they only have enough rice for 500 people. You know, and everyone after that is going to be asked out. Where do you think that's going to lead to? You know, like I said, the shelves are going to get more and more empty as we see more and more of these stores going out of business. It's just all a recipe for one big shit show, man. You know, going back to Revelation 13, you know, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, you know, you won't be able to partake in society. You know, if we don't take the C hip, you won't be able to, as it says, buy and sell, because it's not going into holding up a picture of, you know, that earth pig, you know, who the world calls Jesus. You know, do you believe in Jesus? You know, you got to pledge your allegiance to Jesus, right? Right then and there, you know. If you do, then you're taking that you're taking the C hip. No, man, that's not what it's going into. Now, all these things are a part of it. You know, it's all a part of it. You know, so it is, again, all a thing of conditioning, gradualism. All right. You know, talking about sin, the MOTB is sin. Well, if that was the case, then we're all screwed. All right, because we all sin. Now, it's a sin to take the MOTB. All right. But the MOTB itself is not sin itself, but it is a sin to take it. All right. You know, you got cats talking about it spiritual. Esau, in no way, shape, form, or fashion is he spiritual. All right. Esau is not spiritual whatsoever. You know, that's our lot. That's our blessing. All right. Esau always reverts to carnality. And that's exactly what that MOTB is. It's carnal. It's going to be an insertable device under the skin. That way he'll be able to track, trace everything. Again, he's going to accomplish that godlike power. That's what he wants. You know, that's what he's aiming for. You know, and it's, as I always say, it's much sinister, you know, than just buying and selling. It is way sinister than that. You know, it's real diabolical when you go into it, what Esau's trying to accomplish with that MOTB. But nevertheless, to scratch the surface, you know, yeah, in order to buy and sell, in order to partake in society, you know, again, precursors back to 2020, 2021, you couldn't go into stores, couldn't go anywhere without wearing a damn face diaper, you know. Hell, in some places you had to show that you had proof of the, you know, that jab, that you took the jab. Some places wouldn't even let you in if you didn't take the jab. All precursors. All right. All precursors, man. You know, and again, there's so much. That's why the Lord's going to have to speed things up even more, because it seems like, again, with just everything that's going on, World War III, the stage is being set for civil unrest. You know, I just seen something where, I don't know how true it is, but supposedly you had no one was hurt or anything, but you just you had some cartel members and border patrol agents get into a shootout. Again, I believe no one got hit or no one died or whatever, but you know, just a stage being set, man, for civil unrest, as we've been speaking on, when with these executive orders and these tariffs with DJ Trump and these when these Edomites find out that DJ Trump is not the great white hope that they thought him to be, boy, they're gonna tear this shit up. You know, they're gonna flip this place upside down. The stage is being set for civil unrest. Everything's being put into place by Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, like when you read in Revelation 7, going into the angels holding back the winds of destruction, because that can't take place until that MOTB is mandated. So it's like that pressure is being built. All right. That pressure is being built on the pipes, and eventually the pipes are going to burst. All right. Because it just seems like what we're really waiting on right now is that MOTB, man. And again, it can be any event. It can be a major event, a minor event. you know, it could be anything, you know, to really set this thing off for the MOTB, the mandation of the MOTB. You know, again, man, we're dangerously close, you know. But if we just continue to hold on, because Yahweh Shema Shai is our foundation, then, as I read, I'm gonna read it again. Because again, you know, it's gonna get bad, you know. Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also would keep thee from the hour of temptation. So you see, because again, the Lord is going to give us a certain spirit to be able to withstand. All right. The Lord is going to maintain us. How? Well, we don't know. You know, and that's why ultimately it boils down to, you know, our faith, our trust. that's what it's, because like it goes on to say, I also would keep thee from the hour of temptation. This is the time where our faith is going to be put to the ultimate test. All right. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So you see all these Christians, they're going to get tempted. They're going to get tested. These patriotic Edomites that are supposedly, you know, against the system, against the elites, they're going to get tested. Everyone's going to get tested. But only the elect are going to prevail. All right. You know, but this is what's coming to a city street near you, near all of us, you know. Lord willing, sooner than soon. Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.